across so they can actually keep moving, go across, standing water and swamps and marshes and keep going. So it's a boat and a firefighting piece of equipment. That flamethrower works real well for getting our prescribed burning. We do a lot of prescribed burning across the state for wildlife habitat, for cultivation purposes. Sometimes you need to have a flamethrower like that you can actually travel around, put enough fire on the ground to get the heat generated to be able to meet our objectives. If it's a prescribed burn, maybe we're trying to set back the red maple, to establish enough heat, and you have the application there to be able to do it. Or maybe we're trying to get rid of some slash piles in a red pine stand, and that's been sitting through the winter time, has a lot of moisture in it, and the flamethrower provided extra heat to be able to get those piles going where our typical practices may not be beneficial.
It's really neat seeing what people are doing with fire equipment, along with how they're building it. We have an R&D center in Wisconsin also, and it's neat seeing all the other equipment, different equipment, set up as a fire suppression unit.
When we're able to get all of our tools together from different agencies, it makes it better for the public, the firefighters on hand, for safety, and to be able to get the job done with minimum impact to the lands.
Conservation officers Matt Thunick and Tim Roshaki have encountered a kayaker who doesn't have a life jacket aboard her vessel. That's a violation in Michigan.
Life jackets in the name, they're there to save lives. We have drownings, and the majority of them involve people not wearing or not having a life jacket. Two this year that I've been on, no life jacket. One involving a kayak and flip, no life jackets. I mean, they're critical and important. That's why the law states that you have to have one on board your vessel.
After watching the kayaker reach land safely, the officers follow up with her.
You were super close to home, right? So I get it. It's nice. You're probably used to going out and paddling and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. It's required on a kayak or a canoe, and anytime you're on the water with anything, life jackets. So our number one fatality when it's waterborne is people on kayaks and canoes, believe it or not, because they don't think, I don't need a kayak, I don't need a life jacket when I'm on there, I'm just paddling, nothing's going to happen, but then inevitably something does happen, and your kayak or canoe fills with water, and it's not a flotation device, right? So that's just kind of that. So it's very coming down.
Obviously, does it have to be actually on?
It does not have to be on. It just has to be on the boat with you. So if you happen to flip, that you can get to it.
Yeah.
Easily accessible.
Easily accessible. Yeah. So not like stowed in one of the dry compartments. Does that make sense?
Just on the back.
A lot of people use it as a cushion on their back.
Yeah.
Or on one of those things. So that's just kind of how we're going to handle that. Okay. She was not very far from the cabin that she left from. So essentially, they just escorted her back and made sure she got back safe. Gave her a warning for the no life jacket thing. She had one sitting right there on the dock. She had the intent of bringing it with her. Obviously, just kind of forgot it. And, the river here is shallow. People can tend to forget those things. It's calm here. I understand what's going on, but it's still something we had to address.
In a northern county of Michigan's Lower Peninsula, conservation officers Matt Thunick and Tim Roshaki are patrolling some of the state's waterways on a pristine summer day. They are about to return to the Sheboygan River, which is a slow, no-wake zone.
Kind of a healthy mix of people, getting from point A to point B. Behind me here is eventually gets out to the locks that lead to Lake Huron. So a bulk of the traffic will go out there to kind of experience going through a lock. And then the other way here brings us out to Mullet Lake. We're kind of in a forked area right here. This is the Black River actually, and this stretch of river you can actually operate at full throttle. So there is no wake violation in this stretch of river. But kind of where we're sitting right now is a really good area to get people coming off of the Black River, where they can operate up on a plane coming into a slow no wake zone. Sometimes they take a little bit longer to drop their speed, and at that point it's kind of where we'll make contact with them.
Officers Thunick and Roshaki spot a boat that is going faster than it should be.
I'll be pulling one of the docks.
Can I be pulling to one of these slips here? I'll go up and chat with you for a quick second. Some of that distance kind of going a little bit greater than still no weight. It wasn't anything really aggressive, but it was something worth stopping and talking to them about. Pull up alongside them and immediately realize that you're speech impaired. And sign language. Back in my middle school days, I took some classes. All right. I know a little, okay? All right, very little. All right. So we'll probably write a little bit, okay? I was able to kind of initiate conversation with them. Told them that I know a little bit of sign language, but we use some paper and chat back and forth. So we're able to talk with them that way. Okay? So. So your waves. Okay. So the waves off the back of the boat. Does that make sense? Yep, down. Yep. So, okay, all set, thank you. Alright, so, thank you. So, they're really happy with it, and they definitely understood what we were out there for.
From his vessel, Officer Thunick retrieves a digest with boating rules and regulations and gives it to the boat's captain.
So good? Alright, thank you. So.
How you doing tonight? Good. You have a stern light?
A little to the west, but still in District 3, and now, after dark, Lieutenant Mike Fagan and Officer Dwayne Boudreau have spotted a boat that doesn't have all of its appropriate lights.
You gotta get it plugged in to be out here. I mean, you're moving around and you're gonna have to get it plugged in or head in. I mean, it's a safety issue. As you're going away, nobody can really see you. What about right here? Right here with the flashlight shining? Yeah, pop the cap and... There you go.
I'm sorry about that.
That's okay. Just want to make sure you're safe out here. Yep. You guys all set for life jackets and everything? Perfect. All right. Have a nice night. Hey, no problem.
Michigan Conservation Officers Matt Thunick and Tim Roshaki are contacting the operator of a boat that is going too fast. The entirety of the Sheboygan River where they are patrolling is a slow, no-wake zone.
I'll have you just keep it in a straight line. We'll pull up alongside you, and then you put her in there. You're good right there. Just keep it straight. How are you guys doing today? Good. The reason I'm stopping you is we're on slow no wake portion of the river here, okay? So, what does slow no wake mean to you, sir?
It means no wait.
Okay.
I understand that.
When you came past that green can, we were sitting right there at the dock, and you were throwing considerably more than what I would say would be a no wake. Would you agree with that?
I didn't think so, seriously.
So you had white water coming off of behind you. Absolutely, all the waves behind you have white water coming off of them.
I have a-
Definitely kind of what we would classify as being awake at that point. Does that make sense?
Yes,
Okay,
it does.
so-
I totally understand. I'm
Perfect,
sorry that
so-
I did that. I have 2 knots here,
Okay,
and I, did this thing, and I, okay.
just must have been up one too much. So good.
Yeah,
He
it
took
must
over
have
for me,
been.
so I hit a stump back.
Oh,
there,
did
so,
you?
Yeah.
So it kind of moved over
Number
to.
13. I did it the other day
They're
too.
close in there. Do you guys have life jackets on board? I just need to see 2 adult-sized life jackets, a fire extinguisher. Perfect. There we go. And the fire extinguisher is. Oh, I see it.
Oh, I
Just in
have
the
it
corner right
right
there. Yep.
And I have
Perfect.
another one over there.
Perfect. That's very good. So, you guys been drinking out there today?
I had a couple beers. I
Okay.
did.
Okay.
I haven't.
And,
Are you feeling like you're under the influence of alcohol at all? Okay.
I moved it to the very easy day.
Easy today.
It's out there.
Do
And,
you mind just lifting your glasses so I can take a peek at your eyes?
yes,
So, okay. So we're very good. How far are you heading today?
right here.
Straight to the ramp. Okay. So, very good. You, sir, I just have you step here. I just want to just make sure everything's good. Okay. It's just kind of part of what we're doing with the patrol. I'm just gonna have you have a seat right here. Just right in the seat. Yep. Yep. So just have a seat right there. I'm gonna have you look right at me. Okay, and lift your glasses up to your forehead. Okay. Yep. Just like that. Yep. Just so they're resting there. I just want you to stare right at the tip of my finger. Okay. So just with your eyes and your eyes only, just follow the very tip of my finger. Does that make sense?
Go ahead.
Okay. good, sir. I appreciate that. So as soon as I hear back on the radio, we'll get you guys back to the launch, okay?
Central 3102.
So, all right. So we're good. All right. You guys have a very good afternoon, okay?
Okay,
So,
officer.
thank you very
Sorry
much.
about the wait.
Hey, that's okay.
I keep it down. I do.
Yep.
But I have 2 notches and, you know.
Hey,
I see it
I